I was a night janitor at an abandoned hospital wing. We were told never to touch room 301, but one night, I had to. I'm not a nurse, or a doctor, or a ghost hunter. I mop floors. Specifically, I work as a night shift janitor at St. Francis Memorial, a 70-year-old hospital with more horror stories than patient records. Most of it is fine. Nurses are friendly. Doctors keep to themselves. I put in my AirPods, clean, and clock out. But once a week, they assign me to clean the north wing. The abandoned one. It was shut down about 10 years ago. Budget cuts, or asbestos, or some quiet cover-up no one talks about. All I know is, the lights barely work, everything smells like mildew and bleach, and nobody goes down there unless they have to. It's sealed off from the rest of the hospital. There's one entrance, through a steel fire door with a rusted security pad that still takes our ID cards. And in that wing, there's one rule the staff always repeats: never enter room 301. No one explains why. One nurse joked it's where they locked up the screamers. Another muttered that it was a psych ward room, and that someone died inside. Twice. I laughed it off for months. Until I didn't. About 3 weeks ago, I was buffing the floor when I noticed the room numbers had changed. I mean that literally. I passed room 307, then 308, then suddenly it was 302, then 306 again. Like the hallway looped or shifted. I chalked it up to being tired. I was on a double shift and half asleep. But when I went to check my time card, 40 minutes had passed since I entered the wing. I'd been in there maybe 10. Last week, I was alone in the north wing when I heard sobbing. Muffled. Female. I followed the sound, it was coming from room 301. The door was chained shut with a heavy padlock. The small glass window was blacked out from the inside. No lights, no movement, but the crying continued. And then a voice, quiet, raspy, whispered. "Don't let him in. Please. He wears your face now." I ran. The next morning, I told Pete, one of the old security guards. Guy's been working there 26 years. Thought he'd laugh. He didn't. He just said, "You heard her too." I asked him who she was. He wouldn't answer. But before he walked off, he muttered, "Whatever you do, don't speak to the man in the patient gown. If you see yourself, leave immediately." This is where everything went wrong. I was assigned the north wing again, but this time, the door to room 301 was open. The chains were gone. The padlock lay broken on the floor. The sobbing was louder. Desperate. I should have left, I wanted to leave. But I heard someone whisper my name, Eli. My name is Eli. No one knows that. My badge just says, E. Ramirez. And then I heard my voice whisper, "Help me." I stepped inside 301. It was cold, freezing. Like walking into a morgue. The walls were lined with restraints. Medical tools scattered across the floor. There was no bed, just a single chair, bolted to the center. And a mirror on the wall. Except it wasn't reflecting right. In the mirror, I was standing, but smiling. I wasn't smiling. Then my reflection tilted its head and said, "I was here first." The lights flickered. I looked away for 1 second, just one. When I looked back, he was gone. The mirror was now just a wall. And I was standing in the center of the room, handcuffed to the chair. I tried to scream, but my voice didn't come out. Then I heard footsteps, someone entered the room. Wearing janitor scrubs. My face. My ID badge. He leaned in and whispered, "Thanks for letting me out. Now they think I'm delusional. They think he's me. I've been locked in the psych ward for 2 days now. They say I attacked a nurse. That I wandered into the north wing babbling about mirrors and monsters. But I remember everything. And he's out there, living my life. Smiling with my mouth. And tonight, he's been assigned to clean the north wing again. I pray you never see room 301. And if you do, don't look in the mirror.